Tony, why don't we start with you? Jim Knowles, and I caught most of this perspective on both of your sites, Buckeye Scoop and on Bucknuts, from a number of articles. Seems like while there's value in let's always run 100 miles an hour and go at it full throttle and see who the best athletes are and who's really going to compete for this position and show us the most and the most grit and be the alpha dog. Seems like some of what Jim Knowles said was like, okay, this is spring practice. This is time for teaching. I want these guys to understand their role, and we're going to hammer it home and really teach. And that seems to be the approach.
Yeah, Ryan Day said at one practice last week, I think the defense stayed in the same defense the entire time because Jim Knowles is hammering it home. Like you said, you got to learn it and know it. And, he's talked so much about teaching, and if the players haven't learned it, then he hasn't taught it well. And so it's all about teaching and getting them to know the minute, not just what you're supposed to do, and then you can branch out into all of the things that you can do. The options that you have. But first, it's about learning the defense. Like I don't even know if they've gotten involved in the Leo yet. On Monday, Day said they hadn't. They're still working with the base defense. And pads have just gone on, and there's only so much contact you can do anyway. And so you go back to when the bullet came in. I don't know that we saw the bullet at all during the spring, and it wasn't until the season started where we saw it for a little bit, and then Pete Werner took it over. But yeah, it's the basics right now. It's teaching the players. Defensive linemen talked today, and they seem very happy about what's happening, what's going on, the approach that is being taken. So for the last couple of years, the Ohio State defense, it's just been like, if you would first do no harm, just imagine how good you could be. Now they're beginning that process of let's be sound, and just worry about the fundamentals, and then you can start making life difficult on the offense. And right now, just not screwing up would be an improvement over last year's defense, and I think they will eventually get well beyond that.
I got a commotion in my office. Sorry. My wife's got to go and grab something out of the filing cabinet.
It's nice to see a cameo there. Very nice.
Hello, Jamie.
Hi. You're always in the back of my stuff, so.
That's the highlight of the show right there, hands down.
I'm emboldened by what I hear of what Knowles is doing. They are going one step at a time, working on the fundamentals of tackling, installing the defense, figuring out who can play and who can fit in the defense. And I think it's going to be a process where you're not going to have all the answers at the end of this spring. I think you're going to have to go into the beginning of preseason practice to start to get to the bottom of it. So I don't think Rome was built in one day. So I think that it's going to take a while to get from point A to point B. But I think the final product when they open the season against Notre Dame is going to be something that I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see. I think it's going to come together. They're just building the house and putting the frames up right now.